Hey everyone, it's Nicole again, and I'm here to do my 7 in 7 Readathon TBR. I had picked out all my books, and then I realized that there were actually reading challenges that went along with this readathon. I just thought it was like read 7 books, or 7 things in 7 days, but there's actually some challenges. So I'm gonna go ahead and go through those. The readathon is taking place July 23rd to... what is it, 29th, I think? Yeah, I was right. The readathon's taking place July 23rd to 29th, so it's like right before booktubeathon. I'm just like been in a reading mood when I'm like sitting down and reading, so I thought this would be fun to just like get a bunch of books read in the last 2 weeks of the month. I filmed my booktubeathon TBR before this, but it'll probably be up later, so I'll just probably repeat some stuff. But like that week of booktubeathon is the first week of these classes that I basically organized for my job. So I'm gonna be like crazy busy that week, and I'll probably be super busy next week because it's the last week before the event and I have to like make sure everything's set up. But that means I'll be going to UCLA a lot and on the bus a lot because it's like a 2-hour bus ride there. Yeah. I'm also drinking a smoothie, so I'll try. Hopefully it's not all over my face and teeth because it has berries in it and I feel like the seeds always get all up in my teeth. So the main challenge for this readathon is just to read 7 things in 7 days. And I actually just checked out a bunch of poetry and comic books from the library, so I was already planning on reading a bunch of short things, so it kind of worked out perfectly for this readathon. And like I mentioned earlier, I had chosen these all and then I found out there were challenges, but I actually was able to match all 7 books I picked out to each challenge. Yeah, the first challenge is to read a book with yellow on the cover and or the spine. And like I feel like I don't have that many yellow books, but like I was already planning on reading this. It's like bright yellow, the spine is bright yellow, back is yellow, like very yellow book. This is Blood and Guts in High School by Kathy Acker. She's like a famous kind of post-punk feminist from the 80s, I think, like early 80s, maybe late 70s. This is supposed to be like a really weird, fucked up book, and I'm curious to check it out. My friends got it for me for my birthday, back in March, I think that was, yeah. Well, that is when my birthday was. I was just trying to remember if it was like for my birthday or Christmas. So yeah, I want to check this out. It's got an interesting format. Like, there'll just be weird pages where there's like a play, there's drawings. So it's pretty short. So there's some weird, that's a penis. So yeah, I think I should be able to get through this one pretty quickly. The next one is to read something outside of your norm or comfort zone. So for this one I have another book that somebody got me for my birthday. And that is The Language of Dying by Sarah Pinborough. And she's like a really famous writer, but she like writes in a ton of different genres. And I think her most famous book is Behind Her Eyes, which is like a thriller. But she writes also kind of more literary fiction, like this is Blurred by Neil Gaiman. And I think this is about a woman whose dad is dying, and they're all kind of showing up to kind of deal with his impending death. And I mean, I know most people are afraid of death, but like, I feel like I think about it like all the time, and I'm like extremely terrified of it. So I feel like this might be a little scary to read about, which is why I put it off, but it's really, really short, and, you know, maybe it'll help me feel not so scared. I don't know. The next one is to read a book that starts with your first initial. And I didn't have any that started with N, and I didn't want to, like, go get another book, so I'm just doing one that starts with my last initial. The first initial of my last name, and that's MXT by Sina Cueras. Sina Cueras. This is a book of poetry. Yeah, I don't really know much more about it. The next one is to read a book outside or read a book that takes place outside, and for this one I'll probably read a book that while I'm outside. So I have 2 options for this, and then the other one will just be my 7th book. So I have You Were Never Really Here by Jonathan Ames. This is, I haven't read anything by Jonathan Ames, but I really like Bored to Death, so I want to check this one out, and I already watched the movie for this one. This is about just under 100 pages, and it's pretty big font, so I feel like I could get through this one, but it's pretty intense, at least from the movie, so I don't know if like it'll be one where I can like read it all in one sitting. I guess I don't have to read it in one sitting, just read it outside, but yeah. So that's my first option, and the other one is another poetry book, Advice from the Lights by Stephen Burt. This one's like a pretty large book, but it's like free-form poetry, so I feel like that should be pretty easy to get to. And the next one is to read something and make up a food or a drink to match or inspired by it. So for that one I have Moonstruck. This is by Grace Ellis, Shay Beagle, and some other folks. This is the first volume, and I do know that she works in a coffee shop, the main character, so I figured I'd just like make some coffee. I'm assuming for this one you like take a cute Instagram photo, so I feel like I could just like make a cute little cup of coffee, take a picture with it, since she works in a coffee shop. And then the last challenge is to read something that takes place in your home, country, or town, or that is written by someone from your home. So I'm going to read Deadly Class. This is the 6th volume. I'm not sure where the creators are from. I have a lot of homes too, so like I've like lived in a lot of places. I've lived in like 24, 25 houses, in a lot of towns, so. But this is set in San Francisco, and I'm from like the San Francisco Bay Area, and I lived in San Francisco for 2 years, so it is a home of mine, so I'll read this one. And it's tiny, and it's so pretty. I feel like I have very beautiful summery colored books. But yeah, that's my TBR. My hair's getting long, sorry if it looks silly, no one cares except for me. So let me know if you're participating in the readathon and if you've done a TBR. I don't think I've ever done this readathon before, but I feel like it takes place every year. But yeah, I just like already happened to be reading a bunch of tiny books, and I was like, it's perfect. I'll just read them next week. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all soon with another video. Bye!